The Ultimate Guide to America's Most Iconic Landmarks, Part 2 of 2. The Pacific Northwest, where innovation meets nature. Washington State contributes the Space Needle, Seattle's most recognizable landmark and a symbol of American optimism about the future during the space age. Built for the 1962 Century 21 Exposition, this 605-foot tower represented America's confidence in technological progress and space exploration. The Space Needle's distinctive design, resembling a flying saucer perched atop a slender tower, captured the era's fascination with space travel and futuristic technology. The structure included several innovative features, including the world's first revolving glass floor and a rotating restaurant that provided diners with 360-degree views of Seattle and surrounding mountains. The 1962 World's Fair showcased American technological achievement during the height of the space race with the Soviet Union. The Space Needle served as the fair's centerpiece and symbol, representing America's commitment to reaching for the stars while maintaining its innovative spirit. The Frontier States, preserving wild America. Alaska contributes Denali, North America's highest peak at 20,310 feet above sea level. Known as Mount McKinley during the early 20th century, the mountain's name was officially changed back to its original indigenous name, Denali, meaning the tall one in the local Koyukon language. Denali National Park and Preserve encompasses 6 million acres of subarctic wilderness, home to grizzly bears, wolves, caribou, and all sheep. The mountain itself dominates the landscape for hundreds of miles, visible on clear days from Anchorage, nearly 200 miles away. Climbing Denali represents one of mountaineering's greatest challenges due to extreme weather conditions, altitude, and the mountain's northern latitude. The climbing season lasts only from late April through July, and even experienced mountaineers face significant risks from avalanches, crevasses, and temperatures that can drop to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Montana's Glacier National Park preserves over 1 million acres of pristine wilderness along the Continental Divide. Established in 1910, the park originally contained over 100 glaciers, though climate change has reduced that number to approximately 26 active glaciers today. The park's Going to the Sun Road represents one of America's most spectacular mountain drives, climbing through multiple ecosystems from prairie grasslands to alpine tundra. The 50-mile road took 11 years to complete due to challenging terrain and harsh weather conditions that limited construction to a few months each year. Glacier National Park serves as an important wildlife corridor, allowing animals to migrate between different habitats. The park protects populations of mountain goats, bighorn sheep, black bears, and grizzly bears that require vast territories to survive. New England, preserving American origins. New England states preserve landmarks that tell the story of America's colonial origins and revolutionary heritage. Massachusetts contributes the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile walking path through Boston that connects 16 historically significant sites related to the American Revolution. The trail includes Boston Common, established in 1634 as America's oldest public park, where British troops camped before the Revolution and where public hangings once took place. The Old State House, built in 1713, served as the seat of British colonial government and later witnessed the reading of the Declaration of Independence to Boston crowds. Faneuil Hall, known as the Cradle of Liberty, hosted meetings where colonists planned resistance to British rule, including protests against the Stamp Act and Tea Act. The Granary Burying Ground contains graves of Revolutionary War heroes including Samuel Adams, John Hancock, and the victims of the Boston Massacre. Maine's Acadia National Park preserves 47,000 acres of rugged Atlantic coastline, including Cadillac Mountain, where visitors can witness the first sunrise in the United States during much of the year. The park's rocky shores, pristine lakes, and dense forests represent the best of New England's natural beauty. Acadia became the first national park established east of the Mississippi River, representing early recognition that America's natural heritage extended beyond the dramatic landscapes of the West. The park's creation required land donations from wealthy families who summited in the area, demonstrating early private conservation efforts. The Mid-Atlantic, Industrial Heritage and Innovation. The Mid-Atlantic states showcase America's industrial heritage and continued innovation. New Jersey honors Thomas Edison through the Thomas Edison National Historical Park in West Orange, preserving the laboratory where the Wizard of Menlo Park developed many of his most important inventions. Edison's West Orange Laboratory, opened in 1887, represented the world's first industrial research facility, establishing the template for corporate research and development that drives innovation today. Here, Edison and his team developed the motion picture camera, improved the phonograph, and worked on countless other inventions that transformed modern life. The adjacent Glenmont Mansion showcases Edison's personal life and the wealth that his inventions generated. The 29-room estate contains original furnishings, art collections, and Persian rugs that demonstrate the lifestyle of America's most successful inventor. The interior West, natural sculptures and ancient landscapes. Utah contributes delicate arch from Arches National Park, perhaps the most photographed natural arch in the world. This freestanding sandstone arch, with an opening measuring 46 feet high and 32 feet wide, has become Utah's most recognizable symbol, appearing on the state's license plates and official documents. Arches National Park contains over 2,000 natural arches formed through millions of years of erosion. The park's red sandstone landscape was deposited during the Jurassic period when the area lay beneath ancient seas and coastal environments. Subsequent uplift and erosion carved to fantastic shapes that attract over 1.5 million visitors annually. The 3-mile hike to Delicate Arch takes visitors through varied desert terrain, providing opportunities to observe desert wildlife and plant communities adapted to harsh conditions. The arch itself sits on the edge of a natural amphitheater, dramatically framing the distant La Salle Mountains. The Appalachian region, mountains and music. The Appalachian region contributes landmarks that celebrate both natural beauty and cultural heritage. Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains National Park, shared with North Carolina, ranks as America's most visited national park, attracting over 12 million visitors annually. The Smokies earned their name from the natural fog that frequently shrouds the peaks, created by vegetation releasing water vapor and organic compounds. This atmospheric effect creates the mysterious, ethereal appearance that has inspired countless artists, writers, and musicians. The park preserves not only natural ecosystems but also Appalachian cultural heritage through historic cabins, mills, and churches that demonstrate how mountain families lived before modern development transformed the region. These structures provide insights into a self-sufficient lifestyle that sustained generations of mountain dwellers. West Virginia showcases engineering achievement through the New River Gorge Bridge, the longest steel-span bridge in the Western Hemisphere at 3,030 feet in length. Rising 876 feet above the New River, this bridge transformed transportation in the region while becoming an icon for adventure sports enthusiasts. The bridge's construction in 1977 reduced what was previously a 40-minute drive around the gorge to less than 1 minute of travel time. However, the bridge gained additional fame as a destination for base jumping and rappelling, with the annual Bridge Day celebration allowing these activities from the span. New River Gorge's designation as America's newest national park in 2020 recognized the area's significance for both recreation and natural heritage. The New River is actually one of the oldest rivers in North America, having carved its gorge through ancient rock formations over millions of years. The Northern Plains, Monuments to Conservation and Leadership. North Dakota contributes Theodore Roosevelt National Park, the only national park named after a U.S. president. Located in the Badlands of western North Dakota, this park preserves the landscape that helped shape Roosevelt's conservation philosophy during his ranching years in the 1880s. Roosevelt's experiences in North Dakota's rugged terrain convinced him that America needed to preserve its wilderness heritage for future generations. As president, he established national forests, wildlife refuges, and national monuments that form the foundation of America's conservation system. The park protects important ecosystems where bison, elk, and wild horses roam freely across prairie grasslands and badlands formations. These landscapes represent conditions that existed across much of the Great Plains before agricultural development transformed the region. The Upper Midwest, natural wonders and cultural icons. Minnesota contributes the Mall of America, the largest shopping and entertainment complex in the United States. While some might question including a shopping mall among America's most iconic landmarks, the Mall of America has transcended its retail origins to become a destination that attracts visitors from around the world. Built on the former site of Metropolitan Stadium, home to the Minnesota Twins and Vikings, the mall opened in 1992 and now welcomes over 32 million visitors annually. The complex includes more than 500 stores, an indoor theme park, an aquarium, and numerous restaurants representing cuisines from around the globe. The mall's success demonstrates how American consumer culture has evolved into its own form of tourism, with visitors traveling specifically to experience shopping on an unprecedented scale. The economic impact exceeds $2 billion annually for Minnesota, making it a significant contributor to the state's economy. Wisconsin celebrates American sports culture through Lambeau Field, home of the Green Bay Packers since 1957. This stadium represents more than just a sports venue, it embodies the passionate fan culture that makes American football unique among world sports. The Packers' community ownership model, where fans literally own shares in the team, creates a connection between team and community found nowhere else in professional sports. Green Bay, with a population of just over 100,000, represents the smallest market in major American professional sports, yet the Packers maintain one of the most loyal fan bases in the country. Lambeau Field's frozen tundra has hosted some of the most memorable games in NFL history, including the famous Ice Bowl championship game played in -13-degree weather. The stadium's mystique grows from both its history and the harsh winter conditions that test players and fans alike. The desert Southwest, ancient cultures and modern dreams, New Mexico contributes Taos Pueblo, one of the oldest continuously inhabited communities in the United States. This remarkable settlement has been home to the Tewa people for over 1,000 years, with many of the current structures dating to between 1000 and 1450 CE. The Pueblo's multi-story adobe buildings, constructed from sun-dried bricks made of earth, water, and straw, represent architectural techniques developed by indigenous peoples long before European contact. These structures demonstrate sustainable building practices perfectly adapted to the high desert environment. Taos Pueblo earned designation as both a National Historic Landmark and UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its outstanding universal value to humanity. The community continues traditional ways of life while welcoming visitors who seek to understand indigenous American culture. Nevada contributes the Las Vegas Strip, perhaps America's most unique cultural landscape. This 4.2-mile stretch of Las Vegas Boulevard represents the ultimate expression of American entertainment culture, where fantasy architectures create an adult playground unlike anywhere else on Earth. The Strip's themed casinos transport visitors to ancient Rome, medieval England, tropical islands, and other exotic destinations without leaving Nevada. This architectural fantasy land demonstrates American creativity in creating entertainment experiences that combine gambling, dining, shopping, and shows on an unprecedented scale. Las Vegas's transformation from a small desert town to an international entertainment destination illustrates American entrepreneurship and the power of tourism to create entirely new types of cities. The Strip's constant reinvention, with older casinos demolished to make way for ever more elaborate replacements, reflects America's willingness to embrace change and pursue bigger dreams. Conclusion: the tapestry of American heritage as our journey through America's most iconic landmarks concludes. We're left with a profound appreciation for the diversity and richness of American heritage. From ancient Pueblo communities that have endured for a millennium to space-age towers that symbolize our hopes for the future, these landmarks tell the complete story of America, its natural wonders, cultural achievements, historical struggles, and ongoing dreams. Each landmark represents not just a single state's identity, but a piece of the larger American narrative. The battlefields remind us of the costs of freedom and unity. The natural wonders showcase the incredible diversity of American landscapes. The architectural marvels demonstrate human creativity and ambition. The cultural sites preserve the traditions that make America unique among nations. What makes these landmarks truly special is how they continue to inspire new generations of Americans and visitors from around the world. Children touch the Liberty Bell and dream of freedom. Families gather at national parks to experience natural wonders together. History enthusiasts walk battlefields and imagine the courage of those who came before. Immigrants visit Ellis Island and reflect on their own journeys to America. These landmarks serve as gathering places where Americans from all backgrounds can connect with their shared heritage while celebrating the diversity that makes the nation strong. They remind us that America's greatest achievements come from embracing both our natural gifts and our human potential to create something greater than ourselves. Whether you're planning cross-country adventures or exploring destinations closer to home, these iconic landmarks offer opportunities to deepen your understanding of America while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Each visit provides new perspectives and insights, ensuring that these national treasures remain relevant and inspiring for future generations. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey across America's most iconic landmarks. Don't forget to subscribe to Passport to Wanderlust for more epic travel guides, and let us know in the comments which landmark you're most excited to visit next. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep wandering. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this series and would like to see more videos like this one.